Okay, we're back live again. I'm just going to find, sorry, it took me a bit to come back on. I'm just going to share it, hopefully. So I think I'm just going to see if, just refresh my page. Bear with me. Sorry, I'm running a bit late. Just get the new link and get it up and running. Alrighty. All right, so I don't quite know what's going on with my hair. Got this weird sort of thing with the ponytail or piggy tail, whatever you want to call it, plait. But anyway, we're here. All right, so in the break, which wasn't much of a break for me, I just whipped up a second half of one. So you can't see, yep, there it is. It's working now. Yeah, sorry, it was me. So now I'm just going to stitch this down. Just letting you know, I'm only going to stitch one side just so that you can see that you can quilt it. And also that then I can join them together, because the main thing is to get these joined together. So I'm going to sew right up to the edge of that, what they call it, wadding, right there. Needle down, oops daisy, needle down, wrong button. And I'm going to just stitch across there. You can use a larger stitch if you want, like a number 4 or number 3. And I'm going to cut off there. And I'm going to come across here. It's so thick that I have to lift my foot up each time. So I'm just stitching through. Yes, I've stitched over a needle, a pin. It's no big deal. It has frozen. It has my own too. At least Michelle is smiling at the freeze frame. Okay, so is it working now? Yep. All good. So I'm going to just stitch here. Come across here. I mean, you can stitch it any old way you like. It doesn't really matter. I'm just doing some random lines across just to stitch it down, just so I can show you. To join them together, how to join them together. There's so many ways that you can actually do these quilts. They're just way too many to do in one thing from start to finish without having everything all full on prepped. You know, so just get rid of some of these. I've almost quilted that side. And I'm not really going anywhere near where the lines are of the seams of these things. I'm just sort of doing random lines, keeping in with the random thing. And you can do the same, you can do whatever you like. You can free motion it, anything you like. It's no biggie. Nearly there. Got some little threads there I want to get rid of. I had a fight with that ribbon earlier. You weren't there. Yeah, do your decorative stitches. Absolutely. I'm not going to do that today. I mean, you know how that works. I don't need to show you how to do decorative stitches. But, you know, why not? Just do some random decorative stitches. Different colours if you want to, you know. There's, doesn't have to be any particular way. I am going to stitch that little hairy bit down there. That's annoying me, that little bit there. So I'm going to come up here. And stitch along that edge because I want that stitched in. Come on, baby. You can do it. There we go. I'll just come across here. And I'm going to aim for that thing over there. I really want it stitched in. So that'll do for now, okay? So there you are. I've stitched, you know, both sides. So for example, I didn't change my tension, which I should have. Doesn't matter. I just want to get that side and that side joined together. I'm going to just grab my little scissors if I can find them. I think I buried them. I'll have to use my big ones. Oh no, there they are. These ones will do just nicely. Just get some of that little ones off. And that one. And that one. Just on the edges, just so they don't irritate me while I'm trying to do my thing. Get off. Sharp little booger. Okay, so I'm just going to move this out and I lay it down there and just down a bit. Okay, so come on up. That's a boy. Okay, so you've got these two like this. So what you want to do is stitch we do the right sides. I'm just thinking how I'm going to do this. Okay. There's a couple of different ways, all right? So you can do the backs together or you can do the fronts together. Either way, it doesn't matter. I might do the backs together, and which means I'm going to need to stitch right along. Then I have to line these right up. So I'm just sort of lining up those corners and hoping to God I've got them. Just making sure. Yep, I have. So I'm actually going to just pin there and pin there. Just move it a little bit forward, back I should say. There we go. No, but I forgot to use them. My mother-in-law uses them on everything. She said she doesn't have time to stitch straight and they hide the fact. That's funny. All right, so there. We're going to go right up to there. So I probably didn't go quite far enough up to the edge of these. I did on that one, but not probably on this one, onto the edge, right up to the edge of that wadding. And I'm just finding the edge of that one. Okay. I always forget to use my decorative stitches, but I do like using them, and it's quite a big thing with these sort of Quilt As You Go things. A lot of people do. So I'm just double checking the back. Got it all there, which I have. Hello again, finally found you. Yes, I did put a link up. So I'm going to take this back over to the machine. So let's come back over here. And I am literally going to stitch from that point there right on the edge, that wadding. The needle is going to go right there and back and forth. A little bit fast, but that's all right. Stitch that there. Right there. Theoretically, this should work. So I'm missing all that quilted area, and I'm trying to just get on the side of that wadding. Now you can do this front or back. Now if you do it where you put the fronts together, then you will probably need to hand stitch, slip stitch down. But this one I won't have to. So I'm going to take it out, back over here. So theoretically, see, if I had have gone all the way up, it would have been fine. All right. But I didn't, so it didn't. But anyway, it doesn't matter. So then, because I've got them butting up to each other, I can then press this down. And you can do it with your, finger press or whatever. But I'll just press this down so we get them nice and flat. And then grab this side. I'll just take my gloves off so you can see. And pinch that in like that. Now the trick here is to try and keep them even. So pinching it in. And a little bit more there. Okay. So that's down. This is what I showed you the other day. And this is also where you can do a decorative if you want to. So that down there. Grab this side, and I can see it's crooked, so instantly I'm going to have trouble. So I'm just going to, now I should have got with the blade earlier, and I wouldn't have a crooked thing now, but I did actually cut it with scissors, so I cheated. All right, so then we're going to fold that in under there, like that. And here's where your decorative stitches will hide 1,000 sins. A little bit of thread there. Here's my little scissors. And him. Love those scissors. They come up so close. All right. And I mean, you can press it down. You don't have to actually pin it all the way. Sometimes you can just press and it's enough to hold it. Just take your pin out. I love the way, this way of joining. Had never seen it before. Oh, okay, yep. It's just another way, I suppose. Everyone has different ways of doing things, and this is just another. It just means that now when I go on and sew at the machine again, I can either slip stitch if I want to, not doing that, or I can actually just like a decorative stitch, or I can go one step further. I can turn this over. I mean, I can quite easily get another bit of fabric, all the way along, turn it over, place it down there as well, and, pin it in place, or get a bit of ribbon on the back, and that will stitch it in at the same time. No reason why not. Okay. But with this one, I could even put a ribbon over the top of it if I wanted to. I could do crack thing, I could put that over it in between each one. There's no real right way or wrong way of doing it. So this is a brilliant way of doing it, or decorative stitch or straight stitch. So I'm just going to do straight stitch, just so you know what I'm going to do. And lift up from the edge of that. And don't forget to go back and forwards. And just remember, these things aren't designed to be absolutely perfect. So just remember that, they're designed to be fun and colourful and funky. I mean, I haven't lined them up quite as well, probably cut them different size. It's not going to matter too much in my demo, but for what you guys want to do, you might want to just make sure that your blocks of wadding are the same size. But for this, it's okay. Oops-a-days. No, that's no good. It's too far over. And just keep your foot the same distance. Turn it around, get in there. There we go. You can use a thread that will just blend in nicely and then it'll disappear. You can come back over this and put a ribbon over the top of it. It's all okay. like I say, you can do the Ricky Rack thing, whatever one you decide. I'm seriously thinking about unpicking the quilt. I've been hand stitching and doing it this way. Hey, why not? It is done. Look at that. It's done. Look how cool that looks. I mean, obviously, I haven't done the whole thing, but that gives you an idea, you know, and I've only been doing cut-offs. I haven't been, you know, I didn't go far enough over. But as far as a quilt goes, you know, why not? Why not do it this way? It's done. Great one for the kids because it's really nice. It's funky. It's fun. You can make table runners and do Christmas themes, but look at these centers. Are they not just absolutely magnificent? And I've done one on point and one sideways. I still haven't centered them as such. You can have them off the center. All that sort of stuff. It's really, really easy. And all these little embellishments that I've been showing you in the last few days are all relevant to using in this way. And honestly, I just think that it's one of those things that should never ever die out, is just creating that really great funky. It even looks like it's foundation pieced, and we know it's not. And how quick is it? A hell of a lot quicker than foundation piecing, and the result's fabulous. All right, so grab out your scraps. When you get your bits and pieces from me in the post, you'll be able to, you know, create some really amazing, bright, funky, shiny, absolutely amazing looking quilts and table runners and bags and whatever you like, you know. Cover for your sewing machine, you know. Cover for my sewing machine. What do you reckon? Keep going with it? I reckon I should. Oh, look, I like it. I reckon it looks fantastic. I love the colours. So thank you guys for joining me. I'm just going to move the camera. Bear with me. Yeah, there we go. See what's going on with the hair thing? What's that thing doing? I wonder. I would have to live for another 100 years to try all the different things you were showing and telling us, but just love it. You're welcome. You know what? If you live for 100 years, fantastic. Me personally, I'll be tired by then, I reckon. But the day I can't do these will be the day I'll be very upset. So when you do your actual block, just reiterating, sew right up to the edge. I know I sewed a little bit before it, but just sew right up to it. I think, yeah, you imagine I have to buy some anthology fabrics, Ness. Yeah, yeah. I haven't got a huge amount of them left, but they're nice. You know, when you sew right up to the end, that means that you can butt those seams up, and you don't get a gap from here to the seam where it's joined. Okay, so just a heads up on that. And yeah, so all done. Fantastic. Thank you for joining me for the second part. We're going to go shoot over to Facebook now, and we're going to do a bit of a live sale on some of these wonderful blocks that you can get all done, ready to go, hand sewn. See you soon. Bye.